So the next step now, like I talked about, you want to revisit your website. You want to make sure that you've got it optimized for search and that you've got it optimized for conversion. And so when I look at the typical plumbing or HVAC website, typically what I'm seeing is, a 3 to 5 page website. Home, about us, our services, coupons, contact us. And while that's a good start, it doesn't necessarily give you the opportunity to show up for all of the different things somebody might type in if they're looking for your services. And so just as an example, within plumbing, there's a lot of things people might type in if they need a plumbing service. They might type in plumber, plumbing, plumbers, water heater repair, bathroom remodeling, tankless water heaters, leak detection. Within HVAC, again, another large list: air conditioning, AC repair, furnace repair, heating and air conditioning. And so if every page on your website can only really be optimized for between 1 and 2 keyword combinations, and there's this many keywords and more that somebody might type in when they're looking for what you do, the natural conclusion is that you have to have more pages and you have to have more content on your website if you want to be showing up in all of the places that people are searching for you. And so when I say revisit the website for search, obviously you want to keep the core pages: home, about us, services, coupons, contact us. But you want to go deeper than that. And the way I see it is, under services, you want to make sure you have pages for every one of your services: drain cleaning, leak detection, water heater repair, etc. And then we know within plumbing and HVAC, you're typically serving between a 35 and 50 mile radius. And within that radius, there's a lot of little cities that you touch. And so if we want to make sure we're showing up in search for all of those little cities, we got to make sure we have pages on the website for each of those cities. And so just a visual representation of this, because I've done this presentation in various forms over the years, and I found that when I show visuals, when I share case studies and examples, that's what seems to resonate and connect with you the best. And so here is an example under services. This company's got pages for every single one of their services, and it can just drop down just like that, or you can have it set up when you click on your services page that you have links to all of these various service pages. And I do see you guys' questions: Keisha, Richard, and Anthony. Anthony, thanks for joining us. I'm going to make sure that I address these at the end of this little block of content, and so just hang in there. I'll be definitely answering those questions. So pages for each one of your services. And what I'm talking about is, so for the emergency plumbing page, have a page specifically written for your city and emergency plumbing. When you need an emergency plumber in this area, you can contact our company. Have a page for the water heater repair, right? With content written specifically for your city and water heater repair. And you go through it and you make sure you have pages like this for every one of your services so that you have a placeholder in search for each one of these. I'm going to talk about how to optimize these pages as we go, but right now just think about building out for each one of your services, and then in each one of the sub-cities that you operate in. And so just as an example here, we've got service area listing each one of the cities that this company operates in, and then you make sure you've got a page for each one of those. So, city 1, city 2, city 3, if you're looking for a Middlebury plumber, we can help. Now the caveat to this is, every single one of these pages on your website, whether it's your service pages or your city pages, need to be completely unique. So you can't just use the same content on every single one of your city pages. You need to spend some time to think through how these pages are written and make sure that they're different enough from each other that Google doesn't perceive it as duplicate content. And that's a very gray area. It's kind of a fine line. But if you spend the time, if you spend the energy, you can come up with a way to make this content unique and start to rank for a variety of these different keywords. Well, I hope you got a lot of value out of that training video. If you'd like to get even more details on how you really should be marketing your plumbing or HVAC business online, I'd encourage you to go to plumberseo.net/free. There you'll find a video training completely free of charge, runs about an hour and 20 minutes that goes into depth as far as what your overall internet marketing strategy should be if you want to maximize the potential of the internet, search engines, Google Maps, social media, pay-per-lead services, pay-per-click advertising within your plumbing or HVAC business. So just go to plumberseo.net/free. You'll be able to access that video training as well as an implementation guide that spells out how to do this stuff on your own. So again, that's plumberseo.net/free. I look forward to talking with you again soon.